Welcome to Everything You Need to Know in 3 Minutes. I'm Michael Brooks. Twice a week, we take a topic from the news, entertainment, politics, policy, break it down for you in 3 minutes, give you everything you need to know. On this week's edition, why are Canadian millennials doing so much better than American millennials? 3 minutes starts now. Now, we all know the familiar stories about American millennials. They're lazy, they're entitled, they don't have a work ethic, they're addicted to technology, they don't create things of value, and that's why they're economically suffering. Now, anybody with a cursory relationship to the facts knows that this is bullshit, and the problems with American millennials have a lot more to do with inequality, student debt, and lack of opportunity than anything else. And a new study from Canada which shows Canadian millennials doing better than their United States counterparts in workforce participation, earnings, and home ownership, tells you a whole lot about this reality. Now, in Canada, they didn't have the same type of housing crisis we had. And that meant and means that millennials' parents weren't hit as hard. It also means that more millennials are able to enter the housing market there, and that has increased their assets, their liquidity, and everything else. We'll see how that goes. We'll see if Canada's housing market stays relatively stable. But the other big reasons for why Canadian millennials are doing so much better are that country's social safety net policies. And specifically, according to this TD Bank policy study, it has to do with the participation of women in the workforce, millennial women. Let's look at what this study says. According to economists in Canada, a 2001 extension of parental leave in Canada from 10 weeks to 35 weeks, which made it easier for females to work during their childbearing years. In Canada, that means that the female labor force participation among women 25 to 36 is 76%, compared with less than 70% in the U.S. More than half Canadian millennials own a home, compared to 36% of Americans in the same age group. Now think about that for a second. We still have an incredible debate here in the United States about giving parents the bare minimum of parental leave, which of course is a human rights issue and a social justice issue first and foremost. But as we see from this study, it's also an economic issue. These policies are allowing half of the population of Canada to enter the workforce properly and fulfill its potential. And that's helping Canadian millennials not struggle like American millennials. So look to the Canadian social safety net, look to parental leave to explain why Canadian millennials are doing better, and let's stop all of the garbage myths about why millennials are earning less and get to the real policy answers. I'm Michael Brooks. That's everything you need to know in 3 minutes.